Welcome to Anglia Car Auctions. Here we are, it's the week of the sale. It's Monday today. Countdown, we're all doing the final preparations for the sale. It's a two-day sale this Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th of November. So welcome everybody from wherever you are in the world. We know we have a lot of international clients that follow us, follow the sales, buy from us and indeed sell through us. So here we are, just a little preview as to what we've got coming through. Now some of you will know we've featured several of these cars before in previous videos. We had hoped today to go out on the road as we've done previously, but the weather's pretty miserable and quite damp, so we're staying firmly inside. Just by this Mercedes Fintail, really rather fond of these cars. They're a solid old bus, and this one from new is a diesel car. So for those of you that aren't particularly keen on petrol, what better way to have some frugal classic car motoring than the diesel Fintail. Over to my left here, I've always rather keen on these. Austin Atlantic. Now, very stylish car. It was designed with the American market in mind, hence the name Austin Atlantic, over the pond to the States. But the details are fantastic. These three lights on the front, the two flying Austin badges. Very stylish car. One that you don't often see coming up for sale, so we're quite keen to see where that will end up. Over here, complete contrast, this little smart car, 10,000 miles from new. Believe that it was first sold and spent its life in a Scottish estate owned by a certain Mohammed Al Fayed. But yeah, an interesting car. Great little classic car. 10,000 miles, quite a bit of interest in that. Going through, we've got the MG B. We always do very well with the GTs and the Roadsters. One of two Golf Mark 1 cabriolets. We've got two Saab 900 classic convertibles in the sale. This rather fun beach buggy, great. I think, well, you're going to really enjoy that in the summer, particularly if you live near the coast. Interesting car in a colour that's quite in vogue now. I think when it came out was a little bit unusual, but these 20 valve Fiat Coupe turbos, one of two in the sale. We've got, this is a limited edition example, quite fun. I think we've mentioned this great Alphasud track day car earlier. We've mentioned the 25,000 mile Opel Manta. It's, you know, they're great. Certainly a project you'd like to get stuck into for the winter. Right, where should we go? Let's go around the back of this Morris Minor Traveller. It's the only one in the sale. We quite often have a few of these. This looks to be in really quite nice condition, so I'll be quite keen to see where that ends up. Going past the Maestro Clubman onto this. Now, Toyota Starlet Glanza. 1.3 litre turbocharged, and it wasn't a car that was sold over here new, so it's a Japanese market car. A lot of interest in the Japanese cars coming to the market, and this is certainly very unusual. We've not had one before. If we were to go through, I'm not picking out any cars or ignoring any cars in particular. I mean, the Granada over here, I think we're looking, and everybody remembers these from when they were new, but this one has done just 16,000 miles. Brilliant. V6 automatic with 16,000 miles. So one for the collector or a car to use. Now, a particularly attractive car in the sale is this post-war Rover P3. Two-tone, really smart, great looking. But if you like your Rovers pre-war, we've got a, I'll just trundle down here, we've got a pre-war 1939 Rover 10 or P2. Again, lovely car, beautiful original interior. There's a good history folder with this car as well, which is nice to see. We've mentioned the fantastic Sunbeam Tourer in a previous video. We've also mentioned this great no reserve TVR S2 and this Mazda. Absolutely, the condition of this car is out of this world. It is a super example. RX-7 rotary engine, and just like the Stanza we mentioned earlier, these Japanese cars, early Japanese cars, are getting a real following. So people are waking up, have already woken up, but I think there's still some legs to go. If we go down, let's go and have a little look. We've got a real selection of cars. This beautiful Prefect, one of 3 or 4 Prefects we've got in the sale, and behind it the Aston A55 Cambridge. Very rarely do cars like this, the A55, the Cambridge, come in this sort of condition. It's stunning. I don't know, you probably can't see the details from there, but that's a point to mention. So this week, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, is viewing. 9 till 5, do come here by 4 o'clock please, just to allow yourself a little bit of time to look at the cars. You don't need to make an appointment, so do come along and have a look. Come and see the cars for yourself. We've got this RS 2000. Now it's a Mark II car, we've got a Mark I RS 2000 over there. So it's great to have 2 cars from the same stable from different eras. This Jensen Interceptor Series 3 car, absolutely cracking colour, blue. It's being offered, it's been off the road for 29 odd years, had some recent recommissioning work, put a new aluminium fuel tank in it, all running and driving. We'll want to just do a few more things before you go straight out onto the open road, but a great looking car, fantastic colour, and offered no reserve, so who knows where it will end up. Jaguar Mark 10, now beloved of bank robbers back in the 60s. This is the Mark 10 3.8, very similar engine to the Jaguar, and interestingly that was the widest British production car up until the Jaguar XJ220, so we've got real presence there. Bit of fun with this E36 318 IS track car. Where do you say? I mean, what can you say? So really it's been stripped out. It's got some interesting history. I think you'd have a lot of fun next year in that. Unfortunately, with the roll cage, it's a little bit tight for me to get in, but really interesting car. Very cute Fiat saloon. I think these saloons of the 60s, the Italian ones, really had a lot of style. Moving on, we'll go over there. I'll tell you what, we'll just point out. This Corrado Vr6. If ever there was a practical modern classic, this is it. Very stylish. You've got a cracking V6 engine, about 190 brake horsepower, and this really does look in fantastic order. It's a manual box car as well, which is nice. We've got, I think, one of 8 known of these Triumph Southern Cross. That's about 1932. We've got 2 Westfields to give you a choice, 2 litre or a 1700cc. Lotus Elan. Now, some of you, the eagle-eyed amongst you, will have spotted this previously. Purchased by one of our overseas buyers who's been unable to organise his export, but so it's here. It's not any negative reasons again. It's really cracking car. We've just taken it for MOT as well, so it's been MOT, but really pretty car, and very competitively guided at 16 to 20,000. I must tell you what, should we go? Let's go down here, just bear with us. So we've got a row of 3 Bentleys in this row, but I'll mention this Bentley Continental GT with a Onyx body kit on it. Quite an interesting car, certainly got presence. And then if we're looking here, we've got a row of 4 Triumphs. Now TR6, one of 2 red TR6s in the sale. We've got a fantastic TR4, we've got the TR3, and we've got the GT6. That's a Mark III down the end, and in front of that is a beautiful red Triumph Stag, which has come from long-term ownership. Bentley Arnage. This is a really super car. It's the Mulliner interior. It's the Arnage T, but Dale, just come and have a look in here. This Arnage T has, look at that interior. What a wonderful place to be. Really like that. So certainly got some road presence. And if you're talking Bentleys, how about this? The Bentley Mark VI based special. It's a Paget special. Great looking car. I think you'd really feel quite nostalgic driving that. And it sounds lovely actually. I think you've driven that one down, haven't you? Going through, we've got this Aston Martin DB24, which I think we may have mentioned just a little bit earlier. A very pretty car indeed. Quite rare. This is the last of the Series 1 or Mark 1 models. Oh, I've got to mention this. Everybody loves the Volvo P1800, and this one is no exception. It's the ES version, so you've got the estate rear end. Very practical. It's a manual box, lovely black interior. Really tidy looking car. Gosh, what else? Oh, I must mention the Ford Focus Btcc car. Very interesting, lightweight. It's got a lot of history with this car. Believe it's possibly been over to Macau. It's a Shedden car who's driven it. Going through to the Mark I RS 2000, which we like very much indeed, and the Mercedes 250 SE. It's a 1967 car. It's been registered to the same lady owner since it was 2 years old, so 1969. So very interesting. Now, everybody loves a project, and this is the perfect time of year to buy a project. Keep yourself busy over the winter months. We've got a Bristol, which we mentioned earlier. We've got another Bristol. We've got the Jensen GT, very rare being the GT version, MGB, TR4, the Aristocat, the Volvo. But look at this, 4 Minis in a row, all project cars. We've got the ex-race car shell. We've got this really super Countryman. It's been off the road, dry stored for many years. The Clubman, the same. And this Mini 30. It's done how far? Well, I'll tell you, 6,700 odd miles, one lady owner from new. It's been garage stored, so it does want a little bit of paintwork, cosmetics and recommissioning, but what a great point to start with a one owner, really low mileage car. And we've got plenty more projects for you. Now behind me is some of the automobilia lots that we've got entered into the sale, and I should use that point just to say a little bit about the timing. So the sale's on the Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th of November. You'll need to go on the website www.angliacarauctions.co.uk to register to bid, to look at the details. If you've got any requests for additional photographs, do just get in touch. We'll be starting both days with the automobilia at 10:30 in the morning. Now the clocks have just gone back, so that's given you a little bit of time, a little bit of extra time in the morning. So 10:30 in the morning. That's not streamed on the YouTube channel, but it is live bidding on the internet. And then we'll be starting 12 o'clock on the Saturday with the first of the cars, which will be coming through from this hall. And we'll be starting 12 o'clock on the Sunday, first with a selection of cherished number plates that we have in the sale. Secondly, the motorbikes, which we'll just have a quick little look through. and then we'll go straight into the cars. So 10:30 both days will be when the bidding starts for the memorabilia. 12 o'clock on the Sunday, sorry, 12 o'clock on the Saturday for the cars, and 12 o'clock number plates, motorbikes, then straight into the cars on the Sunday. So www.angliacarauctions.co.uk. Now, if it wasn't raining outside, I'd show you outside, but it's bucketing down at the moment. As you can see, the marquee's full, Hall 1 is full. We've got a huge number of cars, about 250 cars, 15 odd motorbikes as well, and the memorabilia, just to get you excited and revved up for the weekend. But if you've got any queries about the cars, any additional photos, do just get in touch. Pick up the phone, drop us an email, and we will happily either arrange to send you some high definition images, or we can arrange a walk round. We've got people here later on this week that can talk you around a car. So these are the first cars that are going through on the Saturday. So don't forget, if you remember, 12 o'clock on the Saturday for the cars. And I think just because it's bright and cheerful, lot 1 is this fantastic little Polo. Now it's a Harlequin homage, one would say. It's not a genuine Harlequin, but very hard to tell the difference. I really like this car. It's great fun. Starter classic. If you want to stand out and be a little bit different, what better way to do it? So please do go on the website, have a look at the vehicles. If you've got any queries, give us a call, and it's very important that you register to bid. If you don't register to bid, you will not be able to bid. So go on, follow the instructions from the website, click the bidding button, and do register. But we hope to see you Wednesday, Thursday and Friday for the viewing, and obviously the auction is still hopefully the last one that's closed to the public, so it's bidding online or via the telephone or commission bids only. You can't attend this sale in public, but we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.